What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Accessibles Gamer at the O.C.G. And I'm here playing Lords of the Fallen because they just dropped a huge new patch. The last major content patch for the game. Oh, so they say. They've said that before. And then did more, but it does really seem with Lords of the Fallen 2 around the corner that this will be the last one, but who knows. Okay, I'm live, so that's good. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing okay, I guess, all things considered. Been through a lot lately. During the Game Awards, they dropped a huge patch for this. The last patch, according to them, since Lords of the Fallen 2 is coming out next year. And I really like this game. I got this game at launch, and while it wasn't perfect, I thought it was good. And with all the patches they made, I think it's really good. I think it's one of the best Souls-like on the market now. And Lords of the Fallen 2 looks like they're taking everything this game did and they're fucking running with it. Honestly, 2026 is kind of seen in like the year for Souls-like sequels. Funnily enough, you have Neo 3, Lords of the Fallen 2, what was it? Mortal Shell 2, which I fucking loved Mortal Shell, so I'm excited for that. And then Code Vein 2, which looks fucking awesome. Yeah, 2026 is already looking to be an amazing year for gaming, honestly. all those games I just mentioned. Resident Evil 9, which Resident Evil 9 looks fucking great. And I think it's really interesting what they're doing. Resident Evil 9 is actually... excuse me. Resident Evil 9 is actually looking more ambitious than I thought it was. Like, it's almost like 2 games in 1 between Leon and her. Leon has a different inventory system, different, like, health bar, different combat. It seems like Grace is going to be in more classic Resident Evil areas, and it looks like Leon's actually going to get to drive a car around, that Porsche. And weirdly enough, it actually looked like there was actual city areas with like people alive in it, like not just like Warzone. Like they actually showed like him walking around a crime scene with people and subways going by in a crowded city, and then they showed him fighting enemies in the streets with people running. So I have no idea how they're gonna do that. Or like, are we actually gonna have like a sandbox city center? That would be fucking insane. Like, RE9 looks crazy ambitious. Between Leon and Grace having totally different gameplay styles, between third and first person at launch, like, RE9's looking really good. Yeah. The only thing I don't really like about RE9, I think they need to tweak Leon's design a little bit. I think they made him look too old. He's 48, and he's in good shape. He shouldn't look as haggard as he is. Like, I like part of it. The design just looks slightly off to me. That makes sense. It's not terrible, but I think it needs some fine tweaking. Well, it's more like it's just in his face, I guess. He just looks too haggard, my opinion. And it's also kind of like, I'm now kind of wondering, like, what the scope of this game is going to be, because it actually looks like it might be fucking insane. Because we now see him, like, moving around this big-ass city center. We see there's Raccoon City, which is all bombed out, which we know is separate. It's not the whatever city that he was in, you know. And then Grace is in this big area that's like the classic mansion, almost. So, like, this, honestly, Resident Evil 9 looks fucking enormous. So... yeah, that is true. Well, I wouldn't do it with the beard. I just think his model needs some fine tweaking. I don't know what it is. It just looks kind of off to me. But I think RE9 looks fantastic. It also looks like Rosemary is gonna be in, it also looks like fucking Rosemary is gonna be in 9, because they leaked a costume for her. So is there gonna be a different time period with Rosemary? Or is she just gonna be in the Mercenaries mode, because they've already confirmed that Mercenaries is gonna be in the game. So I can see her being a Mercenaries mode character, but I really hope they find a way to get Rosemary into this, because, like, it just would feel like a massive, like, dropping of a plot thread to not have Rosemary in it. Like, so much of RE8 was building up to her, and then the whole DLC, like, if they just drop that plot thread with her, I'll be really disappointed. But then that would require them to have another time period that jumps ahead at least 10 years, because Rosemary was born, she's 6 months old in 2021. So let's say Rosemary is born in 2020, the end of 2020. So Rosemary, when we play her in Shadow of Rose, is like 16, 17. So we're looking at like 2036, 2037. So if they wanted to incorporate Rosemary, they would need a time period. But it just, yeah, that is true. I also wouldn't rule it out because it's clear they're trying to have surprises. Okay, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. I hope you feel better soon, dude. I'm trying to get back into streaming on a more regular basis. I know I really haven't been. Oh yeah, RE9 looks great.
Take it lightly. I don't know, but since making you a big, I've do. If you know any.
But honestly, Capcom almost never disappoints. Ever. I would say that Capcom is probably overall my favorite game developer in the industry. And the new Mega Man game looks great too, even though it kind of bums me out that it's not coming until 2027. But hey, at least we're getting new Mega Man games. I loved Mega Man 11, and I thought it was really weird that after 11 was so great and apparently did really well financially, that it took them so long to give us another Mega Man game. You think they would have followed it up sooner? Yeah. And that's just, you know, we have Resident Evil, we have Deus Ex Remastered coming, which looks really good. The new Tomb Raider remake, which looks fucking phenomenal. Yeah, it was. I'm really excited for the new Tomb Raider game, and I'm so excited that they gave it the name, you know, The Legacy of Atlantis. So it wasn't just Tomb Raider this or Tomb Raider that, and like, oh, which one do you mean? They would, you know, get, like, naming redundancy. I'm so tired of them, you know, oh yeah, this is Mortal Kombat 1. What the fuck do you mean? Now we have 3 games called fucking Mortal Kombat. Stop! Just call it fucking MK12. It's gonna be called MK12 by the community. The same way that Mortal Kombat for 360 is just called MK9. Or Battlefield 1. Although I can at least give them some props for that because that was a pun on World War I. But still. Like, stop. Even with Mega Man. Like, Mega Man dual override. And okay, cool. But you're avoiding the number. And you know they're most likely avoiding that number. Because they're afraid it will deter new players. Just call it Mega Man 12, man. But I can live with that because at least it has a unique name. But, you know, they're only not including 12 because they're like, whoa, it'll scare you. No, okay, it won't. Yeah. Honestly, I would be down for that if it meant we got another Saints Row game. Because it seems like right now we're not going to get one for, we're not going to get one anytime soon. With how poorly the reboot did. Yeah, I agree. No, I totally agree. I don't really know what the fuck they're thinking. And see, you know, props to Resident Evil, because they have the right idea. Well, that's cool. Because Resident Evil was using numbers, but they keep also giving each game its own name. Like, it's not just Resident Evil 9, it's Resident Evil 9 Requiem. So each game still has its own identity. I feel like that should be the way to do it. Yeah. And according to Dusk Golem, who is a very, no, I don't think any of their games have ever been truly bad. According to Dusk Golem, who has a noted history of predicting Resident Evil leaks, as once again evidenced by getting RE9, he says that Code Veronica remake is scheduled for 2027, and the Code Zero remake is scheduled for 2028. So if that's true, the next couple years will be really good for Resident Evil fans. Yeah. I love Code Veronica, but it's super uneven and bullshit. It could really do from a a remake to sand that out and make Steve not be a chode. And then Resident Evil 0, just by giving it a proper item box system, can make that game 1,000 times better.
You carry if you make use. I've given from now on.
Apparently, they overhauled the movesets for all the bosses with this game, with this newest update, so I'm excited to see that. Well, I mean, they literally brought back fucking Grace from Outbreak. That was so weird, but cool. I mean, literally, Grace, her mom is, from Outbreak. Shit. And I died, no biggie. I'm right there, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, so it's cool to see Outbreak getting acknowledged in the official canon entries. It seemed like Capcom had forgotten about it, so they might be teasing that, you know. Plus, I wouldn't mind getting an Outbreak remaster. You know what I mean? Like do a remaster of Outbreak 1 and 2, but modernized and make the AI for single player not suck and redo the servers. Dude, that would be amazing. They wouldn't even need to like dramatically change the game either, and that would give the whole thing another lease on life. You know what I mean? And dude, fucking Onimusha, Way of the Sword. I don't think they announced the release date for that yet. They said 2026, but that looks so fucking good. Like, man, that looks so good. And then it probably won't be for another couple years, but they're working on Okami 2. Right? So that's dope. And also a game I never thought was coming. Yeah, 2, yeah, exactly. I hope they do 3 is next in Dawn of Dreams. Well, that's great. I have Onimusha remastered on Xbox. I need to play it. I was gonna play it on PS2, but well, emulation. But well, you know how that went, so had to rejigger. At least I have the Xbox One set up now. So since my dad's let me use his Xbox One, so I can't emulate as much as I could. I can't really emulate PS2, but I can emulate stuff now. So I was able to get a lot of that stuff back. Oh, and they said that it was just the 30th anniversary for Tales of this month, and they said they're going to be doing much older Tales of games coming in 2026. They said that they, you know, remastered a lot of the they said they brought a lot of the newer games to modern consoles first because they were easier and the source code was readily available. But they are working on getting older games, Tales of games, ported next year, which is awesome. Oh, that's great. I mean, you would hope. You know what I mean? If your official remaster can't outdo emulation, you have failed. But it's like, I love the Tales of series, and so many of them are not available on modern platforms. And that's, you know, like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad Tales of Xillia's got remastered. Glad Tales of Grace's got remastered. Brazilia's coming, which, okay. But, you know, give me fucking Tales of Fantasia officially localized. Because the only official Western localization of Fantasia is the Game Boy one that was fucking terrible. Like, literally calling Ragnarok Kangaroo. What the fuck? Yeah, Berseria is great. I'm just saying, like, it didn't really need a whole new version, it just needed, like, a new patch, honestly. Ah, shit. Yeah, they did make her tougher, which is cool. But,
a poor substitute indeed.
There's so many... Yeah, I've heard about Atelier. It seemed like the whole focus on alchemy was kind of off-putting. But on your recommendation, I'll give it a try. But, no, I'm just saying, like, give me Tales of Fantasia. The only official localization for Tales of Fantasia was 2006. And it sucked ass for Game Boy. And now it's hard to find. Give me Tales of Destiny. Tales of Destiny 2. Tales of Destiny Director's Cut. Like, Tales of the fucking Abyss. Most people will literally tell you Tales of the Abyss is their favorite Tales of game. And it's not available on modern platforms, man. The fuck? So, I'm glad they've said, yeah, we're just doing those games first because they were easier. But we are focusing on the older games. Yeah. Right? Yeah, I need to play Legend of Heroes. I have Cold Steel. I need to play the first one, though. They did the remake. That seemed really good. Shit. Well. Win the win, bitch! Yeah, I agree. Although that also kind of makes it really shitty if you're a fan of the series in the West, because half the fucking games aren't available in the West. So it's like you couldn't play them all if you wanted to. They're bringing some of the games over, like Trails of Zero and Trails of Azure, but it's still kind of bullshit, you know, because they really want you to play all the games, and it's like, well, half them aren't over here. You know what I mean?
I had no as one. My name, the Holy, the Church of the Duty and Ensuring, while she and her did at least, but now it is to use the and deliver salvation. Rogue of the Aureus Mercy. You serve a higher purpose, Crusader. To strive in darkness, in light we walk.
Yeah, I have 1 through 3. I need to get the 4th one.
And to think, when all to deliver forgiveness, I'm Piet, so whether contained with, should you bring them to the beacon, and a dear fellow choke, our holy word content, fellow sanctified vessel, may Aureus' divine radiance flow through me and into you.
So you can given that, and yet now, well, I'm Stone, a group of against them. We made of whatever the cost of that heret, as are you.
In Radiance, judgment.
Our Immaculate Lady will bring redemption.
It just depends on the JRPGs. And I wouldn't say they're behind, I would just say they're old-fashioned. It's deliberate, you know what I mean? And I kind of respect them for keeping to that old style because they're the type of games that aren't really made anymore.
The lamp only then.
I also need to play the PS5 version of Yakuza Kiwami. I got that when it came out because it was a free update and I had $2. Yeah, very true. Well, see, people bitch that didn't feel like Final Fantasy anymore.
I've learned about that. I hope you reckon truth.
It feels like a DMC game. Like people bitched about it being too different.
Only to be betrayed. So you look while and give me the lamp, no? It saddens. I hope you cease my offers after all.
But I love 16. I put over 100 hours into it. Did literally everything there was to do.
Careful. The hallows crossed all I want, but they deem what's a poor I gave, but I know
yeah.
It's a heart but a tree that does.
Tales of Rise is great. One second. What is it? Alright, love you. Bye. I'll be right back. Yeah, they do. You won't catch me denying that. In fact, that's one of the things that I love about JRPGs, is how much they get you into the story. They pull me in a way that few game stories ever have. And I think that's what Japanese role-playing games excel at, is party stories. Western role-playing games excel at telling world stories. But if you want a JRPG that really focuses on a great cast of characters, it's a JRPG. I really liked Ys 10. I think that's actually my favorite Ys game yet. It's really good if you haven't played it. But it is dealer's choice, of course. I said it wise too, till I saw more about the community. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like how I like Breath of the Wild a lot, but I still kind of wish we got more traditional Zelda games. Honestly, I wouldn't even say more traditional Zelda games. I just want traditional Zelda dungeons. Like, if you could literally take the world of Breath of the Wild and then give me the dungeons of, like, Twilight Princess, that would be the greatest game ever made. I mean, you know, definitely the dungeons and Tears of the Kingdom are a lot better, but they just, man, there's just something about a classic Zelda dungeon, dude. There's just nothing else like it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I liked Tears of the Kingdom, but I kind of want to see a new Zelda, you know what I mean? It seems like the last decade or so now we've been stuck on that Hyrule. And honestly, I would love to see, like, Tears of the Kingdom like Zelda, where the world's still alive. Like, I get why they did what they did. You know, but man, can you imagine how cool it would be to get, like, a full fucking castle town in a Tears of the Kingdom style game? Where you could enter all the buildings, climb up all the buildings? That would be so fucking great. Yeah, I agree also. The chibi diorama thing fits pretty well. Yeah. I mean, I can see that. You're talking about like a third-person Metroid game? That could be good, if it's done right. It's just kind of tricky to have all that platforming and spinning and shit in third person in the way that Metroid does it. But totally doable. I'm gonna try to get Metroid Prime 4 soon. Because it looks really good. Probably the start of 2026. Yeah, that's fair. shit. Oh god. Ah, oh, fuck. Well, I'm right there. It's just not a big deal. Fucking Reapers. That's why I opened that door. It's a shortcut. Yeah, I will always love Metroid. And it just sucks to see Nintendo basically put it on ice repeatedly. Oh shit, wow, that Philip Legend died. How about that? Gravity giveth and gravity taketh away, bitch.
Divine, dear. Witness this.
God, now I wish we got another Mega Man Legends. They were working on a third one, but then it got canceled when Kenji Inafune left Capcom. And then he did Mighty No 9. And yeah. I don't even think Mighty No 9 was a bad game. I just don't think it lived up to the hype. She is, yeah, pretty much. It was when it launched. It's not so bad now. I would suggest you play it again. Most of the bugs have been fixed now. I played it years after it came out, and it was actually pretty solid. They fixed most of the problems. It's never going to win Game of the Year, but it's a lot better than it was. And I would say it's in a good state. Yeah. No, I get that.
choose to accept that requires forsaking the woman I love. Sophicia only makes me a better man, a better king. And Mondstadt will be all the stronger with her at my side.
They're actually making those. They're just called Story of Seasons now. Apparently, they originally called them Harvest Moon because they didn't have the rights to call them Story of Seasons in America, but they fixed it. So you should look into that. They've made several newer games.
I have dedicated my life to the teachings of Judge Cleric. My faith in her and her divine works is boundless.
That sucks.
Pray it is. For our Immaculate Lady's light will lay bare the truth. And in radiance, there is judgment.
I've never been much into Harvest Moon just because I'm not really into sim games. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really into those. My mom and my sister are insanely into Animal Crossing. My mom basically got a Switch just so she could play New Horizons and put over, like, 500 hours into it, like, I shit you not.
The clever more often makes me, us upon the threat of, no, you know, nah, I know, don't, there's, but you won't find.
Well, they are kind of different. At least with Harvest Moon, they're not going for realism, you know? It's artistic. I'm not into the genre as a whole, but I would still play 1,000 Animal Crossings before I played The Sims, honestly. Because with The Sims, they're just going for straight realism. At least that, it's like, oh, the cool animal characters. That is true, yeah. I would definitely love it if they could do, like, a platformer, 3D platformer with Animal Crossing characters. I would play the shit out of that. Have Tom Nook be your upgrade shopkeeper. Shit. Yeah, literal gibberish, yeah. Wobble do wobble! Wobble do wobble! Yeah. Although there is a certain charm to that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Which actually is dungeon crawling, which I think is cool. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're fucking balls deep. Where? It's like, wait a minute, the sun is up? What the fuck? Yeah, that's how you know a game is really good, when it just grabs you, and you just lose track of time. Yeah, you had nothing but good things to say about it. It didn't really stroke my interest because it just seemed kind of like a Minecraft clone. But with your recommendation, I'll try to look into it again. Yeah, it won't be the first time a good game got snubbed at the awards. I can't believe Death Stranding 2 didn't win a single fucking award at the Game Awards, man. That's bullshit. I mean, we all knew that fucking Claire Obscure was gonna win. I'm not saying that it wasn't deserved. But Death Stranding 2 is fucking amazing, and it deserves something, man. I think Death Stranding 2 is probably my game of the year. I love that game so much. Like, honestly, it made the first Death Stranding seem like a fucking rough draft. It might even be my favorite Hideo Kojima game, as crazy as that is. Death Stranding 2 is fucking amazing. And they took quite a bit from Metal Gear Solid 5, too. From the combat and stealth. People said the combat in the first game sucked, which it kind of did. I mean, the combat in the second game was fucking awesome. But they still didn't force it on you, you know? People were afraid they're going to make it into a combat game. It's not. It's just when they put you into combat, because the first game would force you into combat in quite a few places. The combat doesn't suck now. So it was a net positive. And the boss battles in the fucking Death Stranding 2 were absurd.
Another should you and I'll tend for whatever the hell it's, but nothing. And remember, mind your use on it. Mind your use on it.
I mean, Death Stranding 2 had my fucking jaw on the floor. I mean, like, the whole time, like, it is almost perfect. There's very, very little flaws. And they're nitpicky. Like, I mean, I loved Death Stranding 2. And it's just like, I was 100 hours in, and I was still discovering new tools. Like, it's just one big tool fucking sandbox. And every, like, contact you go for gives you a unique tool. That's awesome. And it's like a question of what do I do next? It's like, oh, I got this weapon. Oh, I got this new tool. Like, you are constantly getting stuff. Like, yeah. You know, like, when you play a game and you're getting into it, or you get like a new tool or something like that, you're like, oh man, that's so cool. I felt like Death Stranding 2 just keeps that feeling up the entire game. They're constantly giving you a new tool, a new vehicle, a new upgrade, and throwing a new type of BT at you. Like I said, I'm still 100 hours in and discovering new mechanics, which was fucking insane. It looked fucking amazing. It ran at a lock 60 on the base PS5. The resolution was high. Like, I will have to look into it then. But like, I mean, Death Stranding 2 just honestly just had me floored start to finish. Even the way that it opens, man. and the fucking like the dynamic events that they have in that game's open world is just insane. You know, fucking thunderstorm, roll up, and you're getting fucking lightning strikes all around you in a red dust cloud, of fucking avalanches in the mountain, forest fires. And like I mean, there a couple of them are scripted for the story, but all those random shit can just happen when you're playing Death Stranding 2. There's so much like unexpected shit, and the building is so great. Don't get me wrong, I think Claire Obscura had a great soundtrack, but I mean, Death Stranding 2 had the best soundtrack, dude. Woodkid, like, I loved the soundtrack in the first game, you know? And I wasn't, trying to figure out how to put it, I wasn't sure if they could top the soundtrack for the second game, because the first game soundtrack is one of my favorite soundtracks ever. But man, the Woodkid shit was so great. I have many of that game's soundtrack. That sucks. I have many of the game's soundtrack on my phone. And then, you know, the orchestral soundtrack is once again done by Ludwig Vorsal. And I fucking love his shit. He fucking crushed it with Metal Gear Solid 5. So, like, if we're going by, like, licensed tunes, it's got a lot of really great tunes, and then they made a bunch of soundtracks just for that. Then the fucking, the orchestral stuff done by Ludwig Vorsal. The soundtrack for Death Stranding 2 was amazing. Dude, the first time I found out you could actually listen to raindrops, man, I giggled like a little kid. Like, you're just riding a motorcycle down the road in the Australian outback while listening, raindrops keep falling on my head. It's fucking wild. Like I said. And that first boss battle, with Neil, has gotta be one of my favorite boss battles in any game ever. That fucking Mexican Day of the Dead firework festival thing. Fuck, that battle was so cool. That sucks. Well, I mean, not sucks in the character. It's good that it called to you. That's what you hope. You want a game to have an effect on you, of course. Yeah, with your recommendation, I'll have to look at check it out. I just kind of dismissed it as kind of like a Minecraft clone. And in all fairness, Square Enix didn't really help that, because whenever they showed off footage of Minecraft or Dragon Quest Builders, they only showed off the gameplay. They didn't show any of the story. So, like, if you were just going by, like, the pre-release marketing, you would know it fucking had a story, you know what I mean? Like, I saw trailers of it, and I can't think of a single bit of dialogue that they showed in any of those trailers. So, it's good the game has a good story, but they did not advertise that. You know what I mean? Oh, I can see that. No, I believe you. I don't think you would lie to me. If I remember correctly, it focuses on Eric and his sister and their past from Dragon Quest XI, so that's cool. I really like Dragon Quest XI, so it ties into that. And Eric was most people's favorite character from DQ11. Man, I hope we get to see more of DQ12 soon. They said DQ12, or it doesn't? Oh, that's my bad then. But they said that Dragon Quest 12 is going to be a huge shift for the series. They said it's going to have a considerably darker vibe. And it's going to have real-time combat. The first Dragon Quest game to ever have real-time combat. I think that's interesting. Seems like they're kind of shaking it up, but it's been in development now for years. And thus far, all we have is the fucking logo, so I hope they, you know, show some shit soon. Oh, so the real world. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, that's right. I need to go down here. I forgot about that. Jesus. Okay, well, that does sound pretty dark. So you're essentially Bob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Fuck those demons.
Damn sentinels. Damn insults. All that key. No fight. You don't.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know there was combat in it.
So, butchers and ideas storing fuck names damn well. It ideas cut them down.
Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. You should like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, snap! Whoop that ass! Fuck you.
Apologize, but at least I'm going, please.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it. I know how that feels. If my fucking Series X hadn't broke down, I'd be balls deep in some PS2 games right now. Really, asshole? Oh shit, he got me. Do I taste good, bro? That's funny. Shit. Ah, fuck. The camera. My only weakness. And not a big deal. I almost killed that fucker. Alright. Yeah. I'll see you later. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Oh, I have a revive. Ah, shit! Fuck! Son of a whore! Alright, bitch. Now we're going down to Tryhardingsville. Population me and your fucking mom. Punk ass bitch. Really, dickhole? What a chud. Fuck you. Oh my god, what a bitch. God. Fucking. Oh, wow. Keep getting down to like a quarter and then he keeps getting me. Fuck off. Oh well, shit happens. What are you gonna do?
But I'm just, you could even, but... Hello again, friend. May your path be blessed.
Oh yeah, fuck you!
God's holiest, my child.
Alright, I'm in this part here. Thank you for watching.